What it do, people? What it do? What it do? Happy June 10th. Happy Pride Month to all of the Pride babies. People, today we're going to cover how to not wash your dog. Alright, people, we're going to talk about inexperienced breeder, inexperienced grooming, inexperienced amateur session here. We're going to call out the inexperienced things that we see. And people, let's talk about this. We got to talk about this right here. We have to. Take a look at the dog on the top skin. Take a look at that, people. Blessings, peace and love, peace and love. You guys hear them little tigers in the background. You guys hear them tigers in the background. People, I warned this dude. I warned him. You cannot spray your dog and think that's enough. Eventually, the coat is going to dry out. It's going to go bald. It's going to thin. Take a look at that dog, people. We have to talk about this. This is one of the don'ts. Remember, I tell you guys the do's and don'ts. I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to use this inexperienced YouTube backyard breeder, this backyard YouTube breeder as an example. He's the example. Yo, check this. You cannot spray your dogs. The skin needs vitamins, needs oil, needs minerals. You just can't spray your dog and think that nothing's gonna happen to the skin and coat. Those dogs are gonna get problems like that dog on top. When you spray it like that dog on the bottom, I don't know these dogs' names, but as you can see, the dog on top is bald and he's got some irritation. He's not a blue dog either, people. He's not a blue dog either, people. Some of these idiotic YouTube breeders, these backyard idiotic YouTube breeders. You warn them about the wood chips, and you warn them. Right there, that dog might got early signs of mange, people. Early stages of mange. I just cured a dog from mange. That was the early signs. When I looked at the vet paperwork, the dog was thinning at first. The veterinarian gave him allergy medicine. Stupid idiot, moron vet. Don't know nothing. All the veterinarian does is look in the book for the breed. And they go, French bulldog, skin problems. Bulldog, skin problems. Allergies because of the season. That's what vets do. That's what they do. Hold on, people. I got a phone call. All right. I'm back. Now check. Veterinarians, they give you things to keep you coming back. So what is allergies? Allergies is something that comes during a season. Fall, spring, summer. People get allergies depending on your allergies. Well, these vets, they think that giving these dogs pills is the root. They think giving pills is the answer to allergies. Well, I had a pup I sold to somebody, and the vet had him on allergies from the age of 12 months all the way to, I think it was like 17 months, and I took the dog. About a year and a half, I took the dog, people. I got the dog, and it had ringworm all over him. The vet was too stupid. This was a New York vet, but I brushed the dog's hair back with my hand. I saw sores on his body. I cut all the fur off. But when I looked at the vet paperwork, they said balding and thinning was the first signs. It was ringworm remains, but it came from wood chips and hay. It came from cheap wood chips. So, yo, people, don't use the cheap wood. Do not get them pine ones. Spend the extra couple bucks. Get the cedar. You won't have these problems. But that's just, one of the steps of the process of elimination, people. You got to do process of elimination with these dogs. Not all blue dogs got skin problems. Just think about this, people. You guys know I had them English bulldogs. Y'all know I had them British bulldogs, people. I never had a blue one. My red and whites, they would get skin problems only when they went in the woods. There's poison ivy, there's prickly thorns in the woods, and there's shit in the woods. If you keep them out of that type of brush, I never had any problems out of him. Out. Out. Hey. Had to break up with these dogs, man. They hit. But check. Keep your dogs out of the woods. Keep them off the cheap pine wood chips. Pine, keep your dogs away from it. They chew pine. Pine got bugs. Pine got, you don't want pine. Pine got insects in it. Get the cedar, the treated wood. This type of shit won't happen, people. I promise you. This is cheap wood chips doing this to this dog. If you take a look at that dog's coat, it goes bright white to pink. The head on the top, the dog's skull on the head is pink. Take a look at the dog next to it. See the white tip on his mouth? See how white that is? That's what color the other dog's head is. So take a look at the dog on the right up top. See how white his mouth is on the muzzle? Then look how pink that other dog is on the head. Look at the irritation, people. Look at the irritation. If he calls me, I'll tell him how to fix that in less than a week without having to go to the vet. Contact me, nigga. I'll teach you. You saying I can't teach you nothing? Contact me, I'll teach you. I'm not gonna tell you till you come take your hat off to me. Alright? But check. Spraying dogs, spraying them off, that's not what we do. That's not how we wash dogs. That's lazy. We buy 100-gallon dunk tanks. You know, the horse and livestock feeder tanks? We buy 100-gallon tanks, and we dunked our dogs in those. They had oatmeal in the water. You know, the oatmeal soap. They had sulfur soap in there, sulfate. Man, sometimes we even got the lime dip and gave them a lime bath. But spraying them and letting the skin dry out, that's a no-no. That's a big no-no. One of the things that can go wrong, one of the major issues that can go wrong, is you can spray water down in the dog's ear. You get an ear infection. Me, myself, personally, I know how to get rid of ear infections at home, so that's not a problem. But I noticed these backyard YouTube breeders, they don't know the tricks. They don't know the tricks. This is a rookie mistake, people. You do not spray your dogs down and let their skin dry out. This does not give any vitamins to the skin and coat. This dries it out. You do not put your dogs on cheap pine wood chips either. You get the good wood chips that are soaked and that kill bugs and that are harmless for animals, people. Prime example of a backyard YouTube breeder. What is it? Hurting his animals. This poor dog has skin issues now because its stupid owner doesn't have enough money to go buy a dunk tank. He doesn't have enough money for vitamin shampoo to restore the skin. No nutrients, nothing. Just basic water drying the coat out. Basic water dries the dog's coat. You have to have a shampoo or something to restore the dog's minerals in the skin and coat, or you're gonna have these problems. And like I said, don't buy the cheap pine wood chips. Pine wood chips has small, tiny, microscopic bugs in it. In the pine, there's small, microscopic ants. You ever cut down a pine tree? Probably not, because you don't burn wood. You're not in the country. Well, you're in the country, but you don't have any chainsaws. Yeah. You're in the country, and you don't have any other stuff people in the country got for your dogs, for your land. Those dogs should have a 300-gallon dunk tank, and it should be full of vitamins and soap that restores the skin and coat, minerals and all kind of vitamin E and all kind of stuff to restore your dog's coat.